Welcome to Xbox Uncut's weekly podcast. We are back for another week of video game news, discussions, and more of a one-on-one capacity with everybody being out on the show this week. So it's me and the wonderful, amazing Timdog himself. Welcome to the show, Tim.
Hey, how you doing? Glad to be here, even if it's one-on-one.
Hey, one-on-one could be the best. It really can. But have you been staying cool, Tim? I know you're an outside man.
It's been
It's
hot,
hot.
man. I
It's
don't know
fucking
what's
hot.
going on.
It's
Dying.
hot.
I hope it. I supposedly it's supposed to end today, so in New
Yeah.
York. So I'm hoping to be
Yeah, the
crazy.
heat index here was 117.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been fucking
oh.
a nightmare. But that's not the hottest news this week. The hottest news this week. Oh, I started off on the wrong news story. That's great. Uh, it's the Xbox One S, Tim. It's coming out.
Yeah,
It's coming out on August 23rd. Like, it's the big next new thing. It's here to ready to go. How do you? Are you excited?
Yeah. Well, I was telling you pre-show. If you're a pro member of GameStop, it looks like they're going to be running a trade-in promotion where it looks like it's going to be 150 for the 500 gigabit Xbox One, and if you have the 1 terabit, it's 200 for the Xbox One 1 terabit. But it's supposedly you can only put it towards the 391, the Xbox 2 terabit system.
Okay.
So I signed up today for Pro. It's costs $15 depending on your state where your taxes, state taxes and stuff. So let's just say it's $16. I am returning my Xbox One on Saturday, and I'm hoping that the guy can get a 2 terabit for me on Tuesday. He's going to look out, he said, but I might just throw it into the pre-order and just get the 2 terabit in a week or whenever they replenish. I'm excited. I don't have a 4K TV yet, but I'm still excited just to see the system and use the new controller.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing different things, like it's a little faster as far as in the UI. So I'm just looking for it. Anytime you get a new piece of tech, it's always fun to just unbox it and do everything. So super excited. Just looking next for a 4K TV that I'm going to match this with. I also have to return. I have the Gears one pre-ordered, so I'm going to return another Xbox and return my PlayStation. So I'm making moves and very excited.
Yeah. No, me too. Me too. Uh, Also, what's going on right now is they got Microsoft brought the original Xbox One down to $249 for the 500 gig
Right.
until supplies last. Which honestly, it's a fantastic deal if that's what you, if that's the console you're looking for. I mean, I think that because you said the GameStop, what is that? It's 150 in trading credit, right?
It's trading credit, yeah,
Yeah.
and it only can be. It looks like it's only going to be applied to the more expensive 399 model.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a 1 terabit, supposedly it's 200. Now that might subject to change. There's a little bit of confusion if the 500 could be 200, but I think it's going to be 150. Some guy actually tweeted me today. He took down the tweet because I think that the GameStop got his employee or whatever said something to him. But the deal is the 150. And then if you have a 1 terabit, it'll be 200, but you have to put it towards the 400 2 terabyte. Which, listen, if you really want to do it the right way, you get a 5 terabit, external hard drive for $100, and you get the 299 one with a game. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the way to do it. But I'm just looking to get the. I'm kind of just. I should have pre-ordered it when I had the shot like you, Dustin. But now
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting the fever that I want the console now, and I don't want to wait till the 23rd. So I'm gonna have it within the week, I think.
Well, I think you'll be able to get one. I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, it is like on the top of GameStop's charts, but I think it'll be available. I don't think you're gonna have much of an issue.
yeah. Well, this guy told me that he said they usually send the next couple, and he says I'll put one
Yeah.
aside for you.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So
All
I'm
right,
excited
moving on
about
to
that.
the next article. Don't wrestle the urge to play games with gold in August, because we have some great. I thought, like when I originally saw this list, I thought this was a great list of Xbox Live Gold games because it's games I would normally never buy. You got WWE 2K16. We have Warriors or I don't know how to spell it or say it
Or Chia.
Orchia
I don't
3
know.
Ultimate. But you also got Spelunky and Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, for those,
Yeah, like that's a great. This is real. I thought that was a great lineup
me too. I
until
love
I read some crazy people.
why some people are complaining. That's a AAA game,
Yeah,
wrestling. You're getting Spelunky, which is was from. Well, I haven't played it, so it's good for me. I've heard it's an excellent game, and then you're also getting Beyond Good and Evil, which is a classic. So, if you're complaining, have your head checked.
yeah, I'm with you on that one. But yeah, it's a great lineup. Uh, I don't know if there's really much more to go off of than that. I mean, I think we have a lot of good games coming, and that brings us to the next article. Summer Spotlight. Play new games on Xbox One between July 26th and September 5th. So we have Kerbal Space Program coming up, the Solus Project, Sword Coast Legends, We Happy Few is in game preview now, Dungeon Punks, uh, Action New Heroes, and Uno on the 29th of July. I didn't know Uno was on this list. I'm kind of worried now. This is the downfall to Xbox Live. This might be really bad.
What is that exactly? I hear people making jokes about it all the time.
Okay, so Uno on the 360 was a pivotal game, Tim. It was pivotal. And I really do mean it. It was a game-changing game. It was chat roulette before chat roulette. And you would get in a game, you'd have 4 people on cameras, and you would see the most bizarre, offensive, crazy shit that you've ever seen. It was always awful. It was... I don't even know how to go beyond that. Like, it was really bad for a while. I don't even, like, it's just...
Have you played it? Have you experienced it?
What's that, Uno? I played a ton
Yeah.
of it on 360, yeah. It was it was just one of those things. You sat there, you got drunk, and you played Uno. And you would either see dicks, some chick being fingered out, or you would just see normal people just playing games. But it was chat roulette, way before chat roulette.
Ah.
Because you never knew what you were going to get when you joined a room.
They've been delivering these games now. One of the one in preview is We Happy Few. I'm hearing that this is not really a game you should really mess with right now because it's a very early build and the story's not involved. So you basically being a tester basically for the game.
No, that's why
So
it's early. It's early
yeah,
access, you know.
yeah, this is like early access where in a game like Ark you could have had you're building things and you have the social aspect. This game is a story based driven game with a deep storyline, and from what I'm hearing, the story is not it's not even involved with it. So I'm gonna not play that. I have it, but I'm not gonna mess with it right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we only have one more bit of news to go over. I know.
It's gonna be a quick show.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to run through it, but
No, it's this time of year. Usually we have Gamescom, but both
yeah.
Sony and Microsoft have pulled out, and this is usually a hotbed for information, but it
Mm-hmm.
seems like Sony is pushing their stuff off, for a strong holiday, and
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft just seems like they're fucking waiting till Scorpio into E3. So, like this time of year is usually a hotbed for information. Now it's just
It's kind of dead. It's
it
kind
really
of
it is dead.
it's kind of video game years have passed. When like August and this like time of year was never big in video games ever.
Yeah.
This was people called it the dry spell, and we were really lucky this last like
Yep. 2 3 years.
7.
Yeah.
No, I'd say even more than that. Like it's been a while. We've been really lucky, uh,
Yeah,
because
you're right. Yeah, I remember like in 2010, you started getting Gamescom news.
well, Microsoft really
And,
pushed it because Microsoft did what was it Summer of Arcade, so it
yeah.
gave like it made this gap, and it filled it in. And I mean, we just listed off the summer spotlight, but like it's everything got ramped up between Gamescom and everything else. It was like you're saying, it became a big thing. But now it's kind of just like, yep, we've announced it. We'll see y'all at E3.
Pretty much.
But
Enjoy your new hardware.
yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the Gears controller. That's all I know.
Well,
So
I
I'm
just
good for
got a
this.
design lab. It's now up and running in US, and I really, honestly, it's a great thing. If you want if you want a controller and you want to customize it, and make the colors for a sports team or for something that's personal to you, it really
Mm-hmm.
is. I mean, my controller, I love it. I
Yeah.
got it, and that's a bit of news. I don't know if we I don't think that's on the show notes, but
No, but we'll talk about it because I like mine. They 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 took my payment, so I'm just waiting for it to come in.
yeah, you'll
Yeah,
get it next week.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. Uh, all right, let's hit the big news. Upset everybody for whatever reason. Former PlayStation executive Adam Boyes joins Killer Instinct dev Iron Galaxy. So that guy you really loved is now working for the studio that makes Killer Instinct for Microsoft. But his new job, well, he's CEO, so he's kind of touching base on everything. But they said he's supposed to concentrate on new business, while the old CEO is actually going to still handle everything they were doing before. So,
Well, I can tell you this much: Killer Instinct model is doing good for Xbox, so
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Killer Instinct something next year, something new, especially in 4K. He might be involved with something like that. Personally, listen, I don't like the guy for the video, but at the end of the day, I think Sony was kind of. I think Sony pushed him out. If you're gonna really, if you could, in my opinion, and people I've talked to and stuff, it sounds like Sony was upset. I heard some of the things that were cited were his he wouldn't really give the full specs of what to develop for the PSVR, and some of his deals fell through. Um, but I think Sony kind of should have valued him a little bit more because he was a beloved guy in the Sony community,
Yeah.
and he was a good rallier of troops. Like he was their guy. So they let him go. And at the end of the day, I'm not gonna hold a grudge against him. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna buy Killer Instinct or buy his game. I don't particularly like the guy, but again, it's not that big of a deal to me where I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm not buying Killer Instinct or not touching any of this guy's indies games. It is what it is. I didn't like the commercial. He was pompous, but I think he learned a lesson with all this, and I mean, listen. I wish I'm not gonna wish him luck, but
Well, no, I mean, so
he's
it's
gonna do
just like
fine
I
there.
hope good luck with
Whatever.
any endeavor. It's
Exactly.
whatever. It's like it's
The
people.
slate's clean. Put it that
Yeah,
way. It's for me. It's clean, and everyone says I'm a fanboy, which I am. But at the end of the day, you move on.
yeah.
Come on. Let's move on. Let him do what he wants.
Well, the big thing about this was like I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, Iron Galaxy shit." Now Adam Boyes is running it. Hopefully he saves them. And it's like Iron Galaxy was never shit.
Never.
Never. They made quality products. Like
Always. They were always considered a quality developer.
yeah. Now, has Iron Galaxy ever put out a game that had issues? Hell yeah. But they were on like really short budget time, stuff like that, not many resources. It's just the industry they were in. And hopefully Adam Boyes can get them to business to make, bigger and better games. Like that's all I want. I don't care who's making them, as long as they're bigger and better games, And it's not
Yeah.
about it's
I
like
think Adam Boys will actually
it's
do
not
a good job.
about like pulling the company line. Like I mean, it's
Well,
let's say if Phil Spencer went somewhere, I'm not going to sit there and go, "Damn you, Phil." Like
listen, Phil
it's
Spencer. Let's say Phil Spencer went to Sony. I'm not going to start hating Phil. I like Phil as a person. I like him as a guy. It is what it is. It's a
yeah,
business,
it's a business.
and people have to realize that it's not. It's not this thing where these guys are businessmen. If Aaron Greenberg got a job with Sony or Google or whoever, and they're offering him 25% more than he's making at Microsoft with an option and this and that stock option, what are you going to tell the guy? Stay because he's a fan? No, you move
Yeah.
on and you do what's best for yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the business. And with him, that's the way I feel. I mean, I like I said, I don't know the whole story with it. I felt like something happened there with Sony, and it was a weird E3. He wasn't there, or he was there, and he was very low key. Yoshida was very low key. Um, and there's things that maybe they had philosophical differences and stuff like that. But now I think he's gonna. Iron Galaxy's gonna do good. They were good before him. Now they're probably going to get a little more, exposure, and
Yeah.
I'm
I
sure
mean, I'll
that
put it this way: he was the closest thing they had to a Phil Spencer or anything like that. Like,
well, he was
because
loved.
he was very open with the community. He was, I mean, yeah, I made it like a cheap shot video, whatever. Like, he's a funny, nice guy. Like, but yeah, like the I don't know, the outrage some people had on this was just funny. But best of luck to you, Adam Boys. Good luck with. I hope we get season 4 of Killer Instinct. Like that's all I want.
Yeah, it's happening. I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you right now, it's happening. It's going to be a 4K too for Scorpio. So
yeah. I wonder how that's gonna work. I really do. I want to see because that game runs at like 90 frames per second on Xbox One. So hopefully they can.
I think they'll get 4K 60 on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it runs at 60, but the game engine runs at 90. So to get rid of lag through
Right.
online games. All right, so big news for me, Tim. Batman, the Telltale game, is coming out on August the 2nd, episode 1. I am fucking stoked. And they also announced that they're going to have the first ever multiplayer in a Telltale game where people make decisions together and vote on a decision, and you can all choose the adventure. Which I'm just not sure how well that's going to work. Like, I don't know. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, typically I don't like Telltale games. I I think they're okay, but I don't really. I think they're good for Chivos and Chivos, but
Yeah,
um, to me, they're like not really. They're QTE, and I don't know. I can't get into them. I know they're good. I know the Games of Thrones one. You were telling me how good it was, or I
Mm-hmm.
think somebody was, but I just I should actually play a couple because my gamer score is low, and for me, when I play, my gamer score is low, but a lot of times I play. I mean, I play over 200 hours of Madden. I played over 150 hours of Arc. Certain games I play without thinking. I've always
Mm-hmm.
been like that. I just, with basketball, I would play NBA Live, or I haven't played 2K that much, but, right now I play constantly. I'm still playing Madden. I play in franchise season 3. I'm on my 12th game. Um, but I should maybe, I mean, Batman is always fun, so maybe I'll give it a try. Buy it on sale. But I know some people love it and very passionate about these Telltale games. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Moving. I don't know. That's it for news. We're done with news, Tim. We
Yeah,
did it.
like I said, slow time of the year.
We did it for news, but we do have a letter. I don't know what that was. That was all Tim. It was all Tim, guys.
My phone.
So we do have a letter. Let me pull it up so people can see it. It's a great letter. It has to do with candy, and as a fat man myself, we gotta read this. So replacement letter. I had a fantastic letter plan, but Resident Evil 5 and Kill la Kill got in the way. So here is a cheap replacement. Hi, what is your favorite sour candy? Mine is Warheads. Wicked. P.S. I put a U in favorite for Steve Rules. Steve appreciates it. I know he does.
All right. So my favorite sour candy is
It's all.
now. Now I have it, but the name escapes me. Uh, it's the one where um fishes, sour fishes. They're
Sour
little
fit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mike and not Mike and Ike's. It's shit. It has a silver bag, and obviously there's little like yellow and reds and blue.
You talking about Swedish fish?
No, it's not Swedish
Not
fish, but it's
not
made by the
Swedish.
same maker. Sourdough Boys. Have you ever heard of that?
That's no, like that's not like I like Sour Patch.
Sour Patch.
Yeah, Sour
That's
Patch.
my
Sour
Sour
Patch is
Patch.
fucking shit. Yeah,
Yes, that's what I like.
soft, chewy candy. No, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Sour Patch too. That's kind of like my go-to sour. Uh, but lately, like I went to 7-Eleven the other day because, of course, it's been hot as shit, and got a Slurpee, and they had cherry sour cherry sour Slurpees, and it was the most sour thing I've ever had in my life. But at the same time, it was really cold and amazing. But it pretty much stops you from ever having a brain freeze, so I really enjoyed it. But
In other news,
yeah, Sour Patch. Yeah.
in other news, not to thing, but this is pissing me off. Is you actually brought a pre-show? North Korea has declared war on us, so just be careful.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's whatever.
They just said, I'm reading. They just said threatened to burn Manhattan to ashes with a hydrogen bomb. So
Which they've never actually showed to have a hydrogen bomb.
right.
Only they have blown up a nuclear weapon. It's just not. We know for a fact it wasn't a hydrogen bomb. They've never shown the technology to actually make one.
Scumbags.
But yeah, it's. I mean, I don't think anybody really takes that serious because it's like. Don't get me wrong. Whenever a country declares war on another country, it is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
But technically the Korean War never ended. People don't realize that. Like, it just came to a standstill. There was a wall put up, and it just never ended. They've always been at war. But it's such a... I don't want to go political, but yeah, it's such a weird situation.
Yeah. I'm sorry to bring it up. But
No, you're fine.
It's annoying, though.
Yeah. But, like, everybody on the internet, like, I don't think anybody's taking it serious.
No, everyone's joking around.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, they declared war. Yahtzee. But it's like, just, alright, whatever.
They're starting the memes up.
But, yeah, I mean, that's... I don't know. North Korea. What are you going to say? It's, you know... I don't even know where to start with North Korea. It's such a weird situation. But let's just get back to gaming because it's easier.
Sour Patch it is too.
Sour Patch, yeah, for sure.
And I think my favorite candy. I know I voted, but I'm gonna say Reese's Pieces Big Cup with crunchy peanut butter inside.
I love those things, but I'm always deep down. I'll always be a Butterfinger man.
Butterfinger's so good too. Sometimes it's Butterfinger.
Not a stale Butterfinger, like a fresh Butterfinger is fucking. Amazing. It's on point. For favorite candy overall. Yeah.
Well, I know that Wicked loves that. So.
All right. Well. Tim, what have you been playing?
Well, I just played. Well, I went on vacation, so I haven't touched the Xbox for 5 days since I went to Great River and Great Wolf Lodge, where it's like a water park and the hotel is really cool. But before that, what I was playing was Battlefield 4. Which multiplayer, which I was very impressed. I played about like 3 hours on community night with a bunch of the Xbox guys. You know that game I didn't give a chance because if you remember at launch, basically people were saying it was unplayable.
Yeah, like it would half the lobby would get dropped and the game would crash. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I played it, and I can honestly say it's an excellent multiplayer. Like excellent. I was really impressed with it. Sound design is superb. So if you guys have Battlefield 4 and you're a little bored and you want to go back to it, highly recommend doing it.
It's part of EA Access.
It's part of EA Access. I think all the DLC is pretty much free. Really, really, really surprised at how well that's done. So, and I heard Battlefield 1's gonna be the best of the best with multiplayer. So I've been playing that, and I also been playing Overwatch, which I use one particular character, the rat guy, Muckrat, I guess his name is. Muskrat, and another tremendously done multiplayer game. I mean, Overwatch to me is better than Battlefield 4, even though Battlefield 4 is good. Overwatch is just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it helps that I'm good with it. You know, a lot of characters have different attributes and different things that they can do. But I found a character for myself that I can actually play, and I'm good at it. Like, I'm good. And, you know, a lot of times I get discouraged with multiplayer because I play it, and I'm like,
I'm not perfect at headshots. I'm never gonna do this.
Killed, I'm getting spawn killed. The kids are better. I'm like, these freaking kids, and then I give up. But when you play a game and you start to win, it makes you look at that game differently. And with Overwatch, I can actually play it, and I can actually say that I'm good at it, or I have an understanding of my characters that I use. Now, I don't use a variety of characters. I've tried them all out. Each guy has a certain type of attribute or strength.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy that I use him well, and I have a lot of fun playing that game. So I played that, and I played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption, which definitely could see that it's aged. I mean, I look at games, and I've become a little bit critical of games if they don't look a certain way. I kind of expect a lot, and I played Red Dead, and it's a great game, but you definitely tell it's a 360 game.
Yeah.
Um, so that's basically what I've been playing. Tonight, I don't think I have another podcast after this.
Okay.
So I don't know what I'm going to get to play, but I'm going to play probably Battlefield 4 tomorrow. And you know what? Like we talked about these. Life is Strange. I finished episode one, which I believe is free. I heard,
Mm-hmm.
but I finished episode one. I might go into a game like that just to burn up some gamer score and just relax a little. I played Fragments of Him, which I don't know if you've played.
No, not at all.
That's not a movie. That's a game. That's not a game. It's more of a movie, and the story is deep, and it's you know deep and just a little bit overboard in my opinion. A little bit too much for a game. I don't, to me, a game doesn't have to be that deep or has I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do there. I'm never gonna discourage a dev, but that's those aren't games. Like if I'm gonna look around a room and it's just gonna trigger an event, or I gotta hit a button. To me, that's more of an interactive movie, and I don't like that on video games. I kind of, Wolf Among Us. I mean, I kind of liked. It was good, but I kind of like. Uh,
No, but like they're Telltale games tell a really unique, awesome story. I'm sorry because Wolf Among Us is like my favorite game
that game is good.
from Telltale. Like it's they're probably
It's
their
good.
best game that they've made. And I think you can put it up against any other one of their uh, properties. I don't think Game of Thrones like
Well, Batman supposedly is going to be. Um, with me though, like I particularly like to have a game where, I could do it. Like to me, one of the best games this gen, and it's sad because nobody bought it, was D4,
mm-hmm,
and that was a game where I used Connect. In a really unique way, and you could play with the controller, but to me, I'd rather do something like that, or a little more action to it if it's going to be an interactive movie or an interactive type game. For me, I just rather watch a movie sometimes. But I'm gonna give Life is Strange episode 2 a shot probably, and I'm gonna give Wolf Among Us, which I've gotten to the point where I don't want to give away spoilers, but I got in the way, where I met the girl, and it definitely has a way about the game. That game has if it's if it's that's the best way it's done. So I'm gonna give that a shot too.
mm-hmm. So like me, what have I been playing? I'm with you. I played some Overwatch over the weekend. Game's still fantastic. I I like to play as May. That's my character, Tim. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually really good with May. And she's one of those characters that you don't need to have perfect aiming, but she's probably one of the hardest characters to master.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a very interesting person to try to
She's the
balance.
one. She's the one that she's
Ice
purple.
walls and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. I can't use her. I've
Oh,
tried.
like May's great for. You just need to like sit there and play with her for a while. She's a really solid character.
A lot of people use her.
Yeah, because she can change the dynamic of a level to make it so you can win. Like, she'll never, like, you can get a lot of kills with her, but they're a lot of assists. They're not real kills.
Right.
But, I mean, that's what her specialty is just sitting there, slowing people down, like, breaking Reinhardt pretty much completely to stop him from, like, wreaking havoc on your team. Like, she does great things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's my character, man. Played more Firefight from Halo. That game's just the quality and the amount of time and effort they put into the DLC is amazing. Probably one of the most worthwhile purchases you can make, and that's why that 500 gig Xbox One S that comes with the Master Chief Collection and Halo 5 is such an amazing deal. Because it's still going to be an amazing game this Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
More Minecraft, of course. You're right. I bought We Happy Few. It's really early. It's a lot of fun. But it's super early. Played Tumblestone.
Mm-hmm. How is that?
It's okay. It's just a very basic puzzle game.
Yeah.
And Sunset Overdrive. I jumped and played a little bit of that, but nothing too much.
I finished that. I want to go back and to play the DLC.
Yeah.
So I haven't bought the DLC, but I might buy it.
It's like I deleted my save because I had finished it before, but I wanted to start it as a female character because I hear excuse me, I hear the voiceover for a female character is better, so I wanted to hear the new dialogue.
Right.
All right, what is we did letters? Yeah, I hate to say it's gonna be such a short show, but
well, we're gonna waiting on Vern next week and Jason. Hopefully we'll all have hands on the new Xbox, and see what we think. Supposedly, don't get upset. There's out of the box 4K won't work on streaming. You have to get an update. Which
what do you mean?
Segment said that out of the box, if you try to stream 4K with the current update, it will not work. You have to get the newest update for it to work.
But so, what are you going to be streaming that's 4K?
I guess Netflix. They said.
Oh, that kind of streaming. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, to be honest, it was a stupid article that came out. It was a clickbait article. It's like anything else. It's from, I'm not going to even give the media outlet a shout out, but it basically says Xbox One S won't support 4K out of the box. However, 4K won't be available to users out of the box. Micro will release an update on Xbox One on launch day to add 4K support. A recent unboxing video posted on YouTube revealed that 4K content isn't running and needs an update. Well,
no, but is the Dash in 4K right out of the box? No. Okay.
But I mean, just don't get worried. Obviously, the thing is going to need to update. Obviously, they're going to have it ready to go. And obviously, if the fucking thing is out right now, people have opened the box and are using it. The update's not there, so it needs to be updated with head ends, and that's par for the course, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, when's the last piece of technology you bought, Tim, that didn't need a fucking update?
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry to say, we live in that fucking world now. Anything you buy is gonna, because of manufacturing being so slow and technology moving so fast, you need an update. You
need an internet connection too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So, I just wanted to let people know that there is the box will work with 4K content. Just might have to get an update.
Yep. So, but that's going to do it for the show this week. Tim, thank you so much for coming on. I know you're about to go do another podcast. Is it you're doing TXR, right?
Yeah, I'm to do it, but I don't know. It seemed to everyone's sick, so Durand is sick, and I'm seeing if that goes. But it's been like you said, hundreds. I think we're all taking a beat downs. I mean, I was away, so I had a little bit of a downtime, but it's
Arrested,
been
yeah.
freaking hot, man. Even I was outside. This needs to stop. We need to have some cool days.
Yeah.
You know.
And I hate to say, well, where I'm at, like it doesn't get cool till after September, so
Wow.
yeah, like Virginia stays nice and hot for most of the way through
Is it supposed
September.
to cool down tomorrow?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's been
How
hot.
how did 117 feel? I mean, that's why you're coughing. You told me that.
Yeah,
it's
it's the heat index is insane right now. But like I live in Hampton Roads, Virginia, so it's built on swampland. It's part of the abysmal swamp, so it's nothing but pure humidity and heat. So yeah, 117 feels it's a nightmare. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow they're saying that it's going to be 79 degrees, so I'm happy.
Oh fuck! I wish it was gonna be 79 here. It's gonna be 98 degrees here, with that's not including the humidity.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be.
Wow.
I'll be very happy to be off work this weekend and just be able to relax and sit in the AC for a while.
Wow. Interesting.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna call this a show. Please write us at letters@xboxuncut.com. Tim, thank you again for being on the show and doing
Anytime.
this with me.
It's my show, so we're
Yes, I
part of
know.
it.
That's right.
But thanks for having me, and I gotta get the Vernmeister in.
Yeah.
You know.
So I don't remember because this is the second take through the show. He lost a day on his move. He has to move a day earlier than he thought. So he is packing his house right now.
Yeah, I know. I saw
Getting
the
ready,
thing. So
yeah.
good luck to him.
Yep. But good luck to everybody else out there. We'll see you later. Peace out, everybody.
Peace. I'm gonna order pizza right now.